All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the ad chat. I'm just going to turn down my phone right now because I literally can't figure out how to get OBS to play music on YouTube while I stream. So, good grief. So, I'm also going to post this stream to YouTube. Alright, there we go. Now I can actually see you guys. Hey, yo. Nice. What's up, everybody? Let me try to get this music sort of at a level where we can all hear it. What's up, Rural Farm Boy? What's up, Stuart? So can you guys kind of hear this music going on? Or is it really, really quiet? I'm doing great, man. Alright, nice. I hope it's very soothing and atmospheric. It's actually... I can hear perfectly well. Great, nice. Thanks, everybody. So yeah, I literally just got finished watching Bibbo, or whatever that episode was called, from Resistance. I finally got a chance to watch it. I felt so sad for Niku giving up his goddamn... his little pet. I was so sad. Oh, thanks, Girls with Sabers. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Giggle Freaks? Who else we got in here? Hey, Mark Zuckerberg's in the house. Drab HD. Alright, sweet. Can you answer me? Alright, let me check this out. We just got a question. Bebo. Oh, yeah, Bebo. That is how it said, Rural Farm Boy. But yeah, that episode was, it was so lighthearted. I was surprised. I was hoping that it would be a little more intense. So Rey was able to lift so many rocks, or let so many rocks float with almost no training. I think, yeah, so I watched part of that video, but it did come out yesterday, and I was out with my wife for our anniversary. We went to the Heart House in Ipswich, and thanks so much, dude. Thanks for sharing Star Wars Savage on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. I feel like Rey's belief in the Force is what allows her to sort of harness her own power, which is sort of what Yoda was trying to get the point across to Luke in Empire Strikes Back. But I feel like it might even warrant a full video for myself. Maybe I can even hit up the Girls with the Sabers and figure out, a good... Oh, Google Freaks. Yeah, figure out like a good sort of answer to this. Because I get it. We've seen training in every area of Star Wars, right? And this is the first time it's kind of just like belief trumps training. So it is a good question. Is there any link or any hint that Luke helped her in it? Well, it's more like, is the Force... I guess I'd think about it as, is the Force helping her, like, as its own conscious entity? And I would probably say yes. Also, by the way, for anybody watching, thanks so much for subscribing. I can't believe I hit 700. It is, it's pretty wild. I think I've hit my 7th month on here. So yeah, I guess things are going well. And apparently everybody really liked the Mike Zero video. I thought that was funny. Yeah, I'm sort of with you, Rural Farm Boy. I'm leaning a little bit closer towards it's mostly just Rey. Hey, what's up, The Last Jedi? Nice to see you in here, dude. Also, great name. Yeah, you know what's funny? I'm for a little while, Google Freaks, I was super worried about getting any subs, I guess. I had like anxiety over if anybody would want to watch anything I had to do. But yeah, thank God. people are enjoying it. So, yeah, there definitely are 100 reasons why things could be happening with Rey and the Force. To me, Rey is almost just like, yeah. I'm gonna ruin your name here. Is it Saiku Shinobi? I would say I pretty much am with what you just said. Yep. Looks like we're all in agreement. Everybody tip that person. Hey, welcome to the stream. So we got 16 people in here. This is cool. So did anybody else see Bebo? Was it like, I know a few people have. Oh, nice. I nailed it first try. Oof. I wonder how many people's names I actually do butcher, though. I like that. Shinobi. By the way, in case you can hear this music, it's Ulas, which Hello Greedo was kind enough to let me know that this guy's pretty cool with letting people use the music, and it's video game music from a game, I think it was called Galactic Delivery. So I would say definitely hop over to Spotify and go listen to some ULAS. That's how it's spelled. Hey, it's okay. Resistance isn't for everybody. I'll put that out there. That's definitely true. What's up, Acti? I can never say your name. I'm just going to call you Al. You're Al from here on out. What's up, Theron? So I hope everybody's been having a good weekend. It's actually really warm, finally, in the northeast up here. It was like 2 degrees yesterday, and now it's like 45. It's amazing. I can actually go outside, and it feels like the summer. Yeah, raising Mary Sue. Let me see what Stuart's writing here. Yeah, I think Rey being a chosen one is sort of, kind of what's going on, maybe. But more or less that, like, the idea of a chosen one isn't exactly stuck to a bloodline, I think. I think that's, like, the important thing here. Yeah, you know what? I actually did think Kylo Ren was going to be the chosen one. Especially after reading the novel for The Last Jedi. It seems like that was Luke's pretty much summation of his nephew as well, that he was so powerful in the Force, he must be the next chosen one in the bloodline. But yeah, I don't know who's watched the Let's Save Ben Solo video I put out the other day, but yeah, I think I'm riding that train hard now. I really want to see this guy. Hey, what's up, Sick Kid 4000? Nice to see you in here. Yes, you were right. Anakin is the chosen one. Unfortunately, the Arca Mortis showed us his folly, right? Yeah, I would say the Mary Sue Gary Stew is just a very sci-fi oriented thing. It's not unique. It's not new. I've always said I feel like Thrawn could theoretically fall underneath that category of Gary Stewish, even though people would argue he's just using the art of war to, get one up on his opponents. But it seems really convenient all the time the way that he does that. But I still love Thrawn. Don't get me wrong. But if I had to put like Rey compared with Luke, like I think I did this in one of my videos. I feel like Luke Skywalker, specifically in the first Star Wars movie, which we all know that was the one and done before you realized he can make the trilogy. I mean, Luke really is kind of perfectly getting through everything, except for, I guess you could say, he almost gets flattened like a pancake in a trash compactor. But yeah, I don't know. Oh yeah, episode 9 is gonna be good. I have such a cool vibe. I really hope that when they come out with the trailer, it's just so abstract, and it would be really neat for them to really follow the whole. Every teaser trailer, it shows off. You know, we got Finn waking up from something, we got Rey waking up from something, and now boom, maybe Poe or Kylo is waking up from something, and I think that would be fucking awesome. Hey, what's up, Ron? Thanks, dude. I saw your email. I actually emailed you back. So sorry about that. Yeah, it's been a really busy weekend. So let's see. What am I most excited for this year? Well, a lot of things. I'm going to start with books. Master and Apprentice. I am a Qui-Gon Jinn worshiper. I wish I had a bust here in my AT-AT lounge lair so I could just pray to him every morning. Yeah, I'm a big Qui-Gon Jinn guy, so I'm really excited to read Master and Apprentice, and I feel like reading the Age of the Republic Qui-Gon issue Balance was like a tease to that entire thing. You know, I'm sort of interested in Endgame. I have a love-hate relationship with the MCU. It's not a hate. It's just, you know, there's so many of them that they just kind of all wash together for me sometimes. But yeah, I feel like what's so cool is, like, we got these books coming out, right? Master and Apprentice. And then beyond that, I'm really excited to play the Jedi game coming out soon, or Fallen Order, or whatever the hell it was called. I can't remember, but there was just some new details that came out about it, and it's going to be between A New Hope and Revenge of the Sith, and that's just pretty interesting to me. It's like you're going to somehow be a Padawan and level up and do stuff. I don't know. It's just going to be a really cool game, and that's another thing I'm super pumped for. I want to finally get engrossed in a game, and unfortunately Battlefront 2, the campaign mode, didn't do that for me. It looked beautiful. It was fun to play, but it sort of left me feeling nothing for the story. I'm just going to read this. It's from The Last Jedi. Rey has the fury of Anakin and the beauty of Shmi, and the smart, witty intelligence of Princess Leia. Yeah, you know what? I'd actually agree. She definitely is way more snarky in The Last Jedi, that's for sure. But yeah, I would say for 2019, I really want to see Episode 9, and I'm super curious on The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian, I feel like, is going to be such a wild thing to see. Especially like a Star Wars TV show, like George Lucas always wanted to do this, and now it's finally happening in somebody else's hands. And I mean, I've personally been waiting for something like this for such a long time. Like, I might be just as hyped for The Mandalorian as I am for 9, potentially. Yeah, Ron, yeah, I didn't like the BF2 story that much. It just didn't feel big. But I still like playing online when I do. You know, it's fun. And I even throw on the old Battlefront a lot. Yeah, Stuart, I kind of feel like EA has dropped the ball big time. I'm not a huge gamer, as you guys all know. Like, I'm not an EA game changer guy. I'm not, like, in the know with everything. But, you know, I just felt like it was aesthetically pleasing, and that was about it for the gameplay. But yeah. Oh my god, Rose Tico's Revenge would be the most hilarious parody title for Episode 9. I might... You know what? I'm gonna write that down. Where is my notepad? Here it is. Yeah, I feel like when Gary Whitta is getting pissed off online, and he's a pretty tame man. He's a pretty tame... I don't know why it's making me like have to review your stuff, Giggle Freaks, but I just keep on improving it. It's so... I'm still getting used to super chat here. Or not super chat, regular chat. So let me write this down. Rose Tico. Now you can hear me typing. Rose Tico's Revenge. Oh, by the way, guys, let me try to see if I can drop the Discord link in here as well. because I want to make sure everybody has access to the Discord. That would be really awesome. Let me go to my channel here. Thanks, Last Jedi. Alright. 1 second, guys. I'm just posting something up here. Oh boy. Twitter. Whenever I go to Twitter, it's like a PTSD experience. Oh my god. I should never go on Twitter ever again. There we go. Inviting more people to come hang out. Hey, thanks so much, Imperial Academy. Yeah, I just feel like somehow through the grace of the divine will of the Force, I now reached 700 subs, and it's pretty awesome. Hey, what's up, Misconduct? Nice to see you here. Yeah, Twitter's been bonkers for the last couple of days, hasn't it? And even this morning, Ray Park, I saw a bunch of tweets from him, and I think he got hacked, his whole account. So, yeah. It's your boy. What's up, man? Yes, I did hear about the GG only Star Wars things. Or Star Wars only. So, I don't know if this is surprising. I feel like I've said this on one of my videos here. I actually do watch... Yeah. His account got hacked. So I do watch Star Wars only because I feel like for that side of the fandom that doesn't like what's currently going on, he seems to have the most, reasonable approach to it. Sometimes I don't agree with everything he says, but I really kind of think that he's a smart dude. And I found out he was 19, and I was like, holy shit, I'm surprised. I thought he was my age. He's very eloquent, very well spoken. So yeah, I watched his stuff, and then I saw what happened. Not surprised. They both squashed their beef. What are you gonna do? No, it's not your problem, Giggles Freaks. Twitter is its own thing. It's not you or anybody else making it bad. It's just the inability to see somebody else across from your face when you express something creates problems, and that's all that Twitter is. I have a fun time on it, but yeah, it's been very funny the last couple of days. Ooh, somebody just talked about Lost up there. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. How about this? Who can tell me who was number 16? I actually don't know that. That's what I'm asking. Hey, thanks so much, Comic Stacks. That's awesome. Feels good. Hopefully get 1,000 someday. But even if not, this is fine with me. I'm having fun doing this stuff. I think I saw earlier, am I excited for the Clone Wars Season 7? The answer is yes. Part of me is kind of curious if these are all like the already done shows that they sort of had to cancel after the lost episodes. So I know that this is supposed to be, I believe, the Siege of Mandalore that we're finally seeing and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm really interested, and I actually kind of wonder if Clone Wars will... or if Season 7 will sort of hint at, Maul and Crimson Dawn or something. Like, something hopefully happens like that. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Stuart. Like, those are the videos that I'm not necessarily in agreement with. When somebody's just like, blanket statement, you don't understand blanket statement thing, it's like, what's really going on is somebody just has a differing opinion. And it's very strange to me, still, that, more than a year later, we're still sort of in the Last Jedi wake of not being able to exactly discuss Star Wars productively often, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, exactly, Ron. That's exactly how it should be. And it's tough. Like, I've definitely thrown out my own bullshit towards people. So, but I figured out that I got to knock it off, because it's better just to figure out things through a debate than it is just to throw, shit at somebody. what would I think about Thrawn returning? I think it would throw off a lot of people that are the quote-unquote casual audience that goes. And, you know, I hesitate saying casual, too, because I've been, you know, with the whole being a fan of Star Wars thing, like, casual or not, like, people are fans, however you want to label them. But I do think people like us tend to read the novels and everything and ingest as much information as we can. So we would be like, yeah, we love Thrawn. I would be like, yes, this is great, like, for me. But I think if, like, I went with my wife or anybody in my family that knows Star Wars in terms of just the movies, they'd be like, what in the hell is this guy? Why is he blue? And why is he perfect at everything? Yo, what's up, dude? I love that my name is Big Papa, because that is currently, that's actually my biological name. It was Big Papa Brecken. But then I had to legally change it to Nick because I didn't want people to feel like just generally offended by my presence. Wait, Michael Jackson's dead? Hoo hoo. Just kidding. I hope you guys watch Key and Peele, because the Michael Jackson skit where one of them finds out that Michael Jackson has died is the funniest thing in the world. It's so funny. Oh yeah, I guess like introducing him. Yeah, so one of my biggest beasts with episode 3 actually does have to do with Grievous. He didn't come off like as menacing as I had hoped. And like I saw the 2003 Cartoon Network show, and that was like unbelievably brutal, right? And then I understand that you know, his lungs were compromised, etc., and all that stuff. But yeah, I guess maybe it wouldn't be as you know, out of left field in that sense, maybe because Grievous was literally out of left field technically. But yeah, I just feel like Thrawn's had so much presence that I feel like it's so hard to just toss him in. I almost would rather a Thrawn movie, I guess. I don't think I ever had nightmares. I was too old at that. Let's see, when did Revenge of the Sith come out? I think I was in high school. Let me look this up. Wow, I should know this. Was that 2005? Yeah, so I was JXC. That's hilarious. Yeah, 2005. Yeah, I believe I was 19. So I finally stopped peeing the bed by then, and it was good. I finally was sleeping through the night. It was great. But yeah, no, I was a little too old to be freaked out by Grievous at that point. Let me read Ron's thing here. Big difference in EU Thrawn and New Thrawn, but Zahn wrote him well and I enjoyed. Yeah, no, I think one of the coolest things about the this crossover with Timothy Zahn with the old canon and new canon is that they let him just completely keep penning Thrawn, which, as it should be, because he created him. I feel like everybody says this that likes Star Wars, but the original Thrawn trilogy is probably hands down some of the best reading, period, for Star Wars. Not only just fiction, it's just so much. It's such a great read. But I have to say the new Thrawn stuff is equally as great as the old stuff. And Treason, I feel like that is already a hilarious meme, and I'm really, really pumped to see or to read what Thrawn Treason is all about, because if Eli Vanto and it's just Ascendancy and all that stuff is all coming back, and we've already seen Vader sort of pushing Thrawn's he's sort of just questioning him in alliances a lot, just being like, where's your allegiance? I just feel like yeah, there's going to be so much of that going on, and it's going to be for me, it's going to be very interesting seeing how Thrawn navigates himself out of that. Let me just catch up on some of the chat. Yeah, no, so Al, no, now that's what I'm calling you, AL. Yeah, compared to Thrawn, Kylo is like a pipsqueak mentally. So that's why I'm just also like, what, like, if you had, like, my assumption is that Hux is going to be kind of the big bad with Kylo as well, and the Knights of Ren. What's up, Shahir? I hope I said your name right. 50 lashings if I didn't. I will, I don't know. I'll put myself in the corner. Let me look at this. Just me, I like it better than the original. Oh, by the way, this is my favorite song, or one of my favorite songs on the Ulas soundtrack. It just sounds like an awesome video game bouncing around. Hux was emasculated in TLJ. Yeah, I would say that was sort of a theme a little bit, with a lot of the dudes sort of getting kind of pimp slapped around. I actually, even though I wasn't really into the first Hux joke that happened in the movie in The Last Jedi, it was like a little wacky to me. I still liked his portrayal a little more in The Last Jedi as that weasel. And then at the end, that like stupid stare he gives Kylo, where he's just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna kill you." I thought that was a pretty good setup for their own beef. And we didn't get enough of Hux in The Force Awakens, I think, to warrant knowing if he was this like menacing figure or not. I know a lot of people are like, "Look at him in TFA, he's so badass with that speech," and it's like, yeah, well, he almost cries at the end of the speech he gives on Starkiller Base, which was funny. So I feel like we finally got to really see who Hux is in The Last Jedi, and I feel like he's going to be a big nemesis to Kylo in Episode 9. That is a great question mark. Will the Resistance even exist in Episode 9? Well, we know that there's some factions out there with the Poe comics, etc. But yeah, that's an interesting question. You know, I don't know if I have enough brain cells working right now to even answer that. So many people are gone in the Resistance, and there's no New Republic. So that's why I feel like John Boyega had to have that cryptic "It's all out war," because, I mean, after The Last Jedi, we truly have no idea what's going to go on. JX, I actually think about that often. If we would see some Brendel Hux like flashback stuff, I wish we got some of that. You know what, Shahir, I actually hope they don't do an Episode 10. I really, even though I think it would be a great opportunity to help flesh out more of the current era of Star Wars, like, you know, 30 years after Return of the Jedi, etc., give us more backstory. I just want to see something completely untethered after 9, and that's what's getting me super pumped about the potential with Rian Johnson's trilogy and the potential with the Game of Thrones guys. I mean, I don't know how many people here are Game of Thrones fans. I am. That show is disturbing as hell, but I love it. And what I hope is that the Game of Thrones guys are allowed to bring some of that visceral stuff into Star Wars, and that would be really, really cool. That's why Finn used to be lead stormtrooper in Rebellion. I feel like there's got to be something going on with Finn and the stormtroopers, but I'm not sure. He's very, like, everybody's so closed-mouthed on this. Hey, what's up, Matt? Yeah, good question. When am I ever gonna do more Bantha Poota Inc.? I have a couple ideas out there, but yeah, it's Bantha Poota Inc. is one of those things that, like, I pretty much get like 1 or 2 parodies done a month on this channel, and this month was like the Mike Zero thing, and I believe did I do anything else? I think I had like a How to Become a Star Wars Fan. Maybe that was December. I can't even remember. But yeah, I need to write another funny thing. I do have something funny with C-3PO in the works. Potentially it could be a Bantha Poodoo. Who knows? Do I ever think there would be a rated R Star Wars movie? Well, you know, I'm 32. Thanks for liking the Vader Zero video. That I had so much fun making that. I had to hone in my Vader voice. But yeah, rated R Star Wars. I think it'd be cool. I think it would be off brand though. And that sounds really derpy of me to say. Because, you know, I just feel like we want to get a lot of people in the seats to have a good time. And I feel like just having a totally brutal for the sake of pleasing the adult crowd movie of Star Wars, while fun for me, I feel like it would kind of just be feeding a need to a tiny niche, I guess. And I feel like, you know, be like a lot like, yeah, Nissan. That is partly why they did kind of stop Clone Wars. It kind of got their audience grew up, and then the younger kids are now watching Clone Wars, and it was already far too grown up for the younger audience. And then the acquisition of Disney, and then Rebels, boom. But yeah, I definitely feel like the Clone Wars went from like very child friendly to like holy crap, people are like being stabbed through the chest with lightsabers, and this is for kids. Alex P. I just want episode 9 news to be delayed until maybe April, maybe by starving the fandom. I think, Ness. Alright, you got it, man. Or girl, I'm not sure. Guy, girl. Person. You got it, person. You got it, Ness. Yeah, I just am totally okay with a poster coming out and then just going to see the movie, as far as I'm concerned. I don't need to see anything to get my ass in the seat. I'm interested in episode 9 because I've already invested time, and I'm invested in the characters, especially Kylo Ren. I really want to see what the hell's going on with him after Adam Driver's cryptic little message there last week or the week before. But yeah, I just feel like hopefully they don't overdo it like they did with The Last Jedi in terms of like I think they did like 300 trailers. But I kind of like the slow build up and just the anticipation in my own imagination going, rather than me seeing more and more stuff, I guess. I'm not sure if you guys feel the same way. But I kind of felt like The Last Jedi had too many trailers. And then I felt the complete opposite about Solo. Solo just felt like somebody like at the studio was like shit, we got to get a trailer out today. Yo, Nick, can you edit this quick? Boom. We have something out. Boom. It's just so weird. Yeah, actually, I think I say that often. The Force Awakens had brilliant advertising. It was just so vague. Well, I believe 365 days from the movie was the first teaser, right? I believe it was the day after photography wrap, they announced the title, and then the teaser came out. Oh, will I make another, like another rap, maybe, or something like that? Actually, I did have a couple ideas in mind for some funky stuff. Yeah, imagine if, like, misconduct. So imagine if, like, Ben Solo gets saved, but he's, like, the benign emperor of the galaxy at the end. That's something I keep thinking about, too. Like, I don't know. It'd be such a mind fuck, but it'd be really cool. Yeah, I do. I feel like they brought back the Clone Wars for a couple of reasons. But I think a lot of that has to do with, making sure fans, are being fed the things that they do like a little bit. And probably Dave Filoni was like, look, we got to finish these shows. He's passionate about it. One in April. Yeah, so... Yeah, the way they built up TFA was just like you just knew nothing. You just knew nothing that was going on until you saw the goddamn movie, and then you were like, oh my god. Which is how I want it to be. I feel like, personally, I got a lot of information from the Last Jedi trailers. You know, I couldn't really piece together where things were going to happen. But, yeah, I just don't think... They're very good trailers, very well edited, but I just feel like I said once, they kind of Prometheused us a little bit. Would I like it if Star Wars were made into an anime? Hell yes. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys have seen the TIE Fighter short story film, but that is some of the coolest Star Wars stuff that is like made by a fan. It's so awesome. I think it's just called TIE or something like that. But I really love the Star Wars Kids channel's like adaptations of scenes from the original trilogy as well. And part of me wants to seam those all together to create like a mega 30-minute episode of those, which would be really awesome. It's like one of the things I really want to do. Yeah, the beginning of that trailer was truly awesome. I couldn't tell if Snoke was talking to... I couldn't tell if he was talking to Rey, talking to Kylo, or like it was just a past scene or something. But yeah, I thought it was a great trailer for sure. But just a little misleading, I guess, is the way, you know, I'd say for that stuff. Let's see. You know what? I've never really watched much of Galaxy's Heroes. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of... Yeah, the Galaxy of Heroes things is the things I'm thinking of. You know what I was thinking of? I'm not sure. It's like the Rey animations. I don't remember what those are called. No, actually, The Last Jedi, I don't watch Full Metal Alchemist. I don't know. I do. I've seen it on Netflix, though. I believe. I'm just starting to watch the show You, which is super awesome. It's like... if Dexter, I really like the show Dexter, but you know, it's not like super well shot in my opinion. It's kind of like diet good. But this show, You, on Netflix is really well done, really well shot, and it's very, very entertaining. Yeah, Alex P, I feel like that's where we're going. Like I miss the old days where I could binge all of the Star Wars movies in a day. Now there's like 95 hours if you include like the Clone Wars series and stuff. So my prediction for Matt Smith. Well, he does kind of look like a Palpy, doesn't he? He has that chinny chin. So part of me thought that at first, but I'm trying to keep my speculation down on what he could be. It would be very cool to see the Emperor, I think, and I think it would only make sense as I feel like the Emperor was like reaching out to Snoke, obviously, in the unknown regions. I feel like, you know, that was sort of the gist of everything. But then again, after seeing the Emperor in that goofy like mech suit, not Mecha Luke, but the mech suit and what's it called? Battlefront 2 in the campaign. I was like, meh, I don't know if he should come back. Oh yeah, I'm super pumped for The Mandalorian. I think from just being a huge fan of Jon Favreau because of Iron Man specifically, and like, yeah, he wasn't exactly that interesting as I can't even remember his name. The alien from Solo, the pilot right now. I should know his name. I'm blanking, guys. I'm a bad Star Wars fan. But yeah, I feel like, you know, besides that, like he's really good. I think he's a great writer, a great director, and Mecha Luke is a fucking badass. Yes, he is. That is Oh man, I wish Hello Greedo made skits like once a week. That would be so good. But I get it. He's a family and stuff to do, and he's a busy man. But that dude is the king of skits. Yeah, that's what it was. Rio. I need to get the... I've been holding out on getting any Black Series figures because I have so freaking many. But I really want to get the Solo Wave, the new ones that came out, especially L3. While I wasn't a huge huge fan of L3, like whatever, it wasn't bad, wasn't good. I loved the design, really, really great. Oh, that's a very interesting concept. Last Jedi for a show, Full Metal Alchemist. I might have to check that out. I love weird stuff like that. I'm really into cerebral sci-fi, and I've also been really into heady horror for the last couple of weeks. I watched Hereditary, It Comes at Night, It Follows. I just finished watching Halloween, the new one, a couple weeks ago. I've been actually just trying to watch more non-Star Wars stuff just to kind of balance out my freaking intake. But yeah, it's L3 is a feminist SJW. Oh god, that freaking SJWs. I wonder, you know what's so funny to me? When people say NPC or SJWs and all that stuff, what's weird is the whole shtick is oh, you're just parroting what somebody else said automatically. You're not even thinking. And at the end of the day, it just seems isn't that what the other person is doing by repeating the same thing over and over? Saying if you call somebody an NPC over and over, isn't that an automatic response? I don't know. It's just very bizarre. This is why I don't participate in that kind of nonsensory dumbness. It's just so stupid. SJW's broken in my house and cut holes in all my spoons. Now I can't eat soup. Every time I see a hilarious thing, I'm going to read it just like that, very intensely. I wish I had my Kylo voice changer thing going on. That'd be so fun to do an entire stream talking as Kylo. I should figure out how to do that. Oh, dude, American politics are the worst. Let's be honest. 32. Used to be liberal. Now lean a little more right. Identify as conservative. And now slowly moving back towards the middle. I don't know what the hell's going on. American politics. I feel like if anybody has seen the film Idiocracy, I feel like we have achieved that film in real life. America politics. I know. It's one of those things. Oh yeah. Oh, I don't have any pictures of me from the dinner last night because I did not really bring my helmet. There's no way my wife was going to allow me to do that. But that's okay. Yeah, Ron. It's just I feel like now it's just what is politics on TV if not just sort of a infotainment thing? It just seems so weird to me. I don't know. Politics. I feel like we've all lost 10 years of our lives because of politics and stress. I loved that skit too, Alex. Oh my god. You know what, Miss Connick? I've actually I do walk around sometimes with the helmet on just to make sure he doesn't freak out, which would be for me it's just important that he's not freaked out by anything in Star Wars. I would hate for him to cry on his first experience. What do I think of Kylo and Rey's pairing? Well, I guess I'm a Reylo, right? I feel like there's obvious romance, love-ishness going on between the two of them. And, it's the first time Kylo Ren has found any sort of peace in somebody for a little bit, right? Regardless if he's a good person or not yet, or has like found his own redemption and atoned for his sins or whatever. Like, he definitely is trying to be a different person, I think, with Reylo. But I'm not sure it's going to be such an obvious, like, romance like Anakin and Padme. I feel it'll be, like, more tense, a lot more angst, and probably a bittersweet ending for the both of them. That's why I said, like, in my video, I could be dead wrong. For like anything I throw out there for Reylo is probably going to be dead wrong, because I'm not J.J. Abrams, and I don't know this weird long game plan he's had going on with, oh my god, you're tearing me apart, Lisa. Oh my god. Oh man. That was funny to me. If a dude sure threw me up against a tree, I'd be like, why not? No, I know, it's weird, right? Like, because it's almost like it is sort of this, like, strange, abusive relationship at first. But I think they don't know each other at first until they start doing that force bond, right? And then over time, the two of them finally realize they're pretty much the same goddamn person. And that's why I feel like they're connecting. They were both thrown away by their parents in some regard, and they're both, like, obsessed with validation and getting assurances from other people, I feel like. Has it only been 3 days? It's highly speculative. I don't think we actually know the exact time period. But we've also seen films where people are fast friends, right? So, I mean, that does happen. But I try not to, like, overthink a lot of the time stuff in Star Wars, because if I do that, I feel like if, like, we overthink any sort of, like, time in Star Wars, then we'll, like, not enjoy any of the films, essentially. Because when I think about Empire Strikes Back, everything is just so bizarrely timed out. Like, sure, like, for me, I don't really think about it because that's not the point of the film. But, like, just thinking about how long was Luke on Dagobah, how long was Han actually evading capture from the Empire. It's just, there's no definitive reasoning behind any of the choices we saw on screen. It just is how things were edited together, and it's not important to exactly know the time. It's, for me, I just feel like make sure you get Ulas, Girls with Sabers. It's super, this music is very, what is it? The Neverending Story-ish. It's definitely got that vibe. After all, I try to go for that at chat ASMR stuff. But yeah, so Luke in episode 9. I feel like Luke is gonna be a bit like Yoda in his Force ghostness. He's gonna be heckling a little bit of, I think it's gonna be like after Kylo a little bit, not meaning like in a menacing way, but sort of like popping up and perhaps sort of legitimately haunting Kylo, which I think would be really, really freaking cool. Hey, what's up, Abigail? Nice to see you. Yeah, Ness, it's very Blade Runner-y. I love Blade Runner. Very good. What did you think of the 2049? I'd love to see your thoughts. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, that's from the book Emotional Evolution. Right? When he, like, realizes. So I think the awakening he felt when he says it's you, it's more like it's you that was the awakening. Like, right, he finally figures out in his own mind what the hell was going on in the Force in that very, very moment. But yeah, that I feel like that was like their first dance. It's like you can see him mouthing the lines "I don't want to kill you" in the scene as well. and he's obsessed with teaching her, and like he wants to connect with her really, really, really quick. Yeah, I'd agree, Ness. I'm glad 2049 exists, but I do think it took a long time. But now that guy's making Dune, which I am super, super excited for. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. It's just going to be interesting to see what the hell's going on. She shut the door on him at the end of The Last Jedi, right? And that was sort of a figurative shutting the door. And he looks up like a whimpering dog. He looks down at the dice. Boom. He's like a heartbroken puppy at the end of The Last Jedi. And it's going to be, I think, tough for him to really regain any sense of control over his life a year later, if that's when this next film takes place. But I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh my god. There's a Michael Bay directed Star Wars story in Quora. Oh my god. I need to read that. My top 5 favorite Star Wars characters. Alright, let me think. Top 5. Qui-Gon Jinn, Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker. So those are my 3. I would say when Anakin Skywalker goes full Darth Vader. Definitely DV. And then, for some odd reason, I've always had this hilarious obsession with Admiral Piet. So that's why my Instagram is Admiral Piet Lives. But, you know, to be frank, I really like all the important players in the saga. Like, they all are important to me. Oh, nice. Yeah. Let me click on this. Oh, Jar Jar. I need to read that Jar Jar comic because it looks so freaking badass. Oh man, I got so many freaking notifications in here and answers. I do Quora, guys, or Quora. Is that how you say it? I don't even know. Oh my god. I can't wait to read this later. Also, Luke Skywalker with beats on his head and Mountain Dew is hilarious. This is the work of genius. Oh, he has nice Nike kicks too. Yeah, I feel like that was the point of Rey misconduct. Like, Rey is sort of the victim of circumstance. She's been left, right? But she is like nobody's bitch. She's just like very self-assured. In the way that I look at her character, her biggest issue is needing validation. By the way, so the song that's playing right now is called "The Last Star" by Ulas, and it's so freaking good. I wouldn't be against Kylux. That'd be a very interesting turn of events. Yeah, I think Ben Solo and Rey, I think they like we've all been hearing the sort of platitude that they are the two ends of the same coin. Oh yeah, Alex, I love HFP. I love that video. Oh my god, imagine if Rey and Snoke became a thing. Oh god. I need to make so many videos. I'm going to add that to my list here. Rey and Snoke become lovers. Okay, written. Yeah, I would say like Abigail. Yeah, it seems in my head canon, because after all, this is how we interpret the films. It just seems like Kylo was trained in the Force by Luke for who knows how many years, but and then he goes to the dark side. The light compensates, like Luke points out to us, powerful light, powerful dark. You know, even in in the last video I did, there was a quote from the Girls with Sabers. Thank you very much for helping me out with that VO, where they say, you know, the brighter the light, the brighter the shadow. So, yeah, I just feel like they've both innately been so in tune with the Force. Ben Solo might be the most naturally gifted person with the Force that we've seen so far on screen. And then Rey is the antithesis to his existence with the living Force or cosmic Force literally awakening in her to, like, counterbalance him. Which, for me, is what I think is going to be... Well, Ness, so I think that's the thing here. We're thinking that the Jedi are going to remain a thing. I'm not sure if the idea of a Jedi Order is going to be the result at the end of Episode 9. I think what we have figured out is that over time, the cycle of darkness is the direct result of Jedi continuing their dogmatic approach towards the Force. So I just feel like hey Stuart, I'm probably gonna be streaming for like 5 more minutes. But yeah, I just feel like the whole point isn't to just continue trading, Jedi soldiers or anything. I think it's to end the cycle of darkness. So I feel like, regardless of training or lack thereof, I don't really feel like that's the point. And sorry that doesn't really, fit anybody's, love, the reason why they love the series or whatever. I love the Jedi and I love the Sith and I love the lore and the Force, but I just feel like there's a lot more to it. And one of the best examples of that is the short story The Tide and the Legends of Luke Skywalker. Such a very very interesting book and very interesting take on the Force. Take it easy, Madden. Thanks for coming, dude. Well, I don't think Lucasfilm will move away from Jedi and Sith fully, because we do have those shows that will be taking place during those times, and potentially the Knights of the Old Republic. But yeah, let me just look at one more last question here, or something that I can answer before I sign off, because I have to go pick up my son, who is up in my mom's house up north, a good hour away. She was kind enough to take him away for the weekend and let me and my wife relax. And it was hilarious because this whole weekend I kept hearing phantom baby cries as if he was like around the corner. Yeah, misconduct. So let me end with this. I'm going to end with what Misconduct just said. Kylo is a terrible villain because he's not being what he is meant to be. You cannot deny the truth that is your family. Yes. Boom. The truth that is Kylo is that he is of a light. See you later, Ron. Thanks for popping in, dude. And let me know about that live stream. So I feel like... Thanks so much, Stuart. We have another one on the way. Yeah, I feel like Kylo's facade and his interaction with Lord Santeca was to set up that exact conflict with us, to say, like, boom, Kylo Ren is a wannabe villain, although he is dangerous, and that's what I think is so compelling about him. He is a very dangerous person. So, yeah. I don't really know how much further to go with that because I do have to get going. But, hey, guess what, guys? It's going to be around, I think, 3 or 4 p.m. every Sunday that I will be doing live streaming. I would like to make this a regular occurrence, and it's awesome being able to chat with everybody in here because I don't really get to have this like audience interaction when I just post a video. So, and even if you don't agree with what I have to say, I love that you guys pop in here. But yeah, so every Sunday, 3 p.m. or 4 p.m., I'll make sure everybody knows, and we will have a great Star Wars chat, and it'll always be about an hour long. So, thanks everybody so much for popping in, and thanks so much for the 700 subs. I literally can't believe it. It's a bounty I don't deserve. So, I will see you guys next week, and may the Force be with you. Have a good one, everybody.